What's up, y'all? Welcome back to my channel. Welcome back. And y'all see we got extra fingers in the kitchen today. So we are back with a another cooking video, and my daughter wanted to help. So I am showing her how to take the let's say eggs again, Lord, the eyes out of the potatoes. So she normally asks me a lot, like, can she help? But you know how like life just be feeling like you just gotta, it just be feeling like it's always on the move. And you know, with kids, you kind of gotta take your time with them, just because obviously they don't know what they're doing. So most of the time, I be feeling like I'm on a time restraint because I gotta hurry up and get dinner done, do homework sometimes, get them showered, or they get themselves showered, and then make sure that they eat and then get into bed at a decent hour. So most of the time when she asks, I'll be saying no, just because I be feeling like I be pressed for time. But this week they were off for Memorial Day, which was Monday, and then Tuesday she had a trip to the Franklin Institute, and so she had no homework or nothing when she came home. And then Wednesday they were off because of a holiday that majority of the students that at the school that she attends, they observe that holiday. So this weekend was pretty lax for them, and I just felt like, because originally I was thinking like, I don't really know, I'm just trying to get this done and over with. Sometimes, especially when I be feeling like when I be having other stuff to do, I just be trying to hurry up and get dinner, and obviously I can move faster around the kitchen rather than having a little helper. But at the same time, I just be trying to bring myself back to like, one, you better be glad that she enjoys it. Two, right now, because we all know, as they say, when they get older, it's going to be a little, you know, sometimes they don't spend as much time with you as they did, and then you'll be missing that when they're older, and you're like, oh, remember you used to do this and do that, and they grow so fast, it's ridiculous. Like, I feel like yesterday I just had her, and she's already 9, she'll be 10 this year, which is crazy. But y'all see how she handling this knife now. At first, because I was like, I don't really know if I should let her, but I was like, you know what, if you are going to be in the kitchen anyway when you get older, might as well learn now. And if you start to like it now, then eventually later on she'll continue to like it, because she does like cooking. I just be feeling like sometimes, again, like, you know, the world just be moving so fast that I feel like sometimes I don't have the time to let her actually help me. But I gotta remember, you can always slow time down, and spending time in the moment. I think that's one of my problems, is sometimes just spending, like, trying to be in the moment and not just always on the go, because I think ahead a lot. So with me doing that, it doesn't allow me to stay in the now. And it's probably a trauma response, to be honest, but because that's something that I, you know, might have to deal with, I don't want to put that on to her, because, you know, she's a kid, and obviously I don't be knowing what's going on. She's just trying to learn how to cook. But she did pretty good with the knife, no issues or nothing like that. She did wind up burning herself, and just out of carelessness, not even knowing that you shouldn't touch something if it was hot, because she didn't realize it was hot. But, you know, when y'all get in that kitchen, you gotta learn, and sometimes you're gonna get burnt. Put a band-aid on and keep it moving. But yeah, I see the water was boiling. Now, she did put the water on the stove too, and she's just adding all the potatoes there. We did put it in cold water first, just to get some of that starch out. Like I told y'all before in my other cooking videos, I don't have a potato peeler, and I wasn't gonna let her do it by herself. She ain't get that far yet, or she's not that far yet, I'll say. And sometimes I just don't be feeling like all that, because trying to peel the potatoes, it just be taking more time. So no, I leave the skin on, and if I can take the skin off as we're mashing it, I'll do that. If not, I would put that skin to the side if you don't like it. if you don't like it, because it's just a lot to try to do when you're, like I said, sometimes feeling like you're pressed for time. But yeah, I think she did pretty good with the knife. I obviously like taught her how to handle it, where if you're gonna pass like scissors or something, you don't pass them open and things of that nature that you gotta teach your kids. So the same thing with the knife. I show her how to pass it to me when you're putting it down. Just being conscious of where it's at, making sure when you're cutting, your fingers are not too close. She did have her fingers close in the beginning. I think I had cut that part out though. So just trying to get her a little bit more comfortable in the kitchen. But I think she did really good though with those potatoes. Because at first I told her not to cut like the end part off if it was like you know how like it'll have like a cluster of eyes, and then you could just cut it off that way. You ain't digging each hole for each one. I kind of told her to do that, but then I was like, you know what? Nope. Let me just give her a chance to do it and see if she succeeds. And she did. Not no real issues. That knife kind of was just like for those potatoes. You see how big those potatoes were. The knife was she could have probably used a bigger one, but I wanted to start her off small just to make sure she felt comfortable and try to prevent, any real accidents with like cutting yourself. But I think she did overall. I think she did well, and she really enjoyed it. And the food came out good too, y'all. It was. I didn't really know what I was going to make. I wanted to do like. Essentially, I wanted to do like a ranch, like a creamy ranch. Creamy ranch chicken with over mashed potatoes and then string beans. But what I wound up doing was just making gravy, because it just happened that way. And I was like, you know what? Let me just show her this opportunity on how to make gravy. Because y'all, when I was in college, I did not know how to make gravy. I remember calling my mom trying to ask her, and it just felt like the hardest thing to do. It felt like the hardest thing to do to make gravy, and now it just seemed like it's second nature. It's just a matter of like how dark you want it. And I don't use no like gravy additives or nothing like that to make it dark or nothing. It's just really like me getting in there trying to figure out how to do it and watching like YouTube videos and stuff when I'll be younger. Now I just know how to make it. But anyway, y'all see me season this chicken breast. I did cut them in half because these things were huge. I don't know what was going on, but they were huge. So I did cut them in half. But all I did was use their main seasonings, like it was garlic powder, onion powder, Adobe, black pepper, the garlic and herb, and the only other thing that I used that was different was the ranch. Normally I don't use ranch, but if I want that ranch, that taste of it, then I'll add that to it. And some oil. Mix that all together, put this in here. Pan was nice and hot. These pans, y'all, I have new ones, so it's gonna get a lot of storage, but these pans are kind of like lopsided. I don't know if you can see, the oil was kind of leaning to the left. So I have the top on the right side to try to balance it out, and y'all, sometimes it still just doesn't balance. So sometimes I get the uneven cooking or just whatever. But anyway, long story short, these are just frying in some hot oil, and then I put them in a like a baking sheet, not sheet, but a baking bowl dish, baking dish. And then I had the oven on like 325 or 350 just to kind of finish. No, it was on 350 just to finish them off, because like you see, these look good, but I wanted them just a little bit more brown, and I was trying to get dinner done. And then this girl falls asleep on me. Now, how you gonna be the chef and you falling asleep? Because I was sitting there waiting for the chicken as it was frying. So I'm sitting there, I'm on my phone, and she comes in the room and just starts laying down. And then she's like, I don't think I'm gonna take a nap. I'm like, how you gonna take a nap? We supposed to be cooking. How you gonna take a nap when you supposed to be a chef? What you got going on? So yeah, that was funny. But I let her put the potatoes on. I'm like, well, that has to wait. I was like, I'm gonna do the chicken. She do like to mess with the chicken and stuff, but I'm like, No, I have to cut it and I have to separate it and put the other half in the freezer and then clean it and stuff. So I was like, let me just do all of this myself. And then I'll have her help with the rest of the stuff. Like she did the string beans and the mash and stuff too, but you'll see that in a minute. So anyway, as this is frying now, I'm gonna go ahead and turn it over, and y'all see I have a fork this time. Now this is what I was looking for. This color, that color was so, this chick was so good. But yeah, this is what I was looking for. So I'm gonna let this fry now. This is when I had went and sat down, y'all. And you know how sometimes you just sit down a little bit too long? Well, it was one of them times. And that's why my oil wound up, my gravy was a little darker. It still came out good. It just, that wasn't what my thought was. So, you know, you gotta improvise in that kitchen when things start to happen. But anyway, this is my baby putting the butter into the pot. And I did have her off camera open up the streamings with the can opener. It was her, I want to say her first time. Yeah, I think it was her first time using the can opener. She liked it. So I just had to put some butter in there while I was cutting the other parts of the butter to let her put in there. She put the seasoning and everything. Also, what do y'all think about this angle? I didn't realize I could put my camera up there. I used to, you know what's crazy? When I used to do my cooking videos back in the day, where I was living at the time had like a overhead for the fan and stuff, and it had like part of it was like metal. So I used to have a tripod and stuff that I could put. That was like really cool, where I could put the camera up there. Well, at that time I was using my phone, but I could put the phone up there, and then I would always get it from this angle. And I completely forgot about it until we started cooking this, because I'm like, wait, I used to do this angle all the time. So comment down below if y'all like this angle or not, because I think I really like it. I think I might do some shots. I might try to switch it up, like go from the regular angle to this angle, at least when I'm on the stove. But I was really liking this, not gonna lie. Anyway, this is her. Yo, she be in her kitchen not knowing what to do with her hands. I'm like, you have control over the spoon, okay? Just hold it. Y'all see, I'm trying to help her. I told her to turn it around. I don't know why she was holding that pan like that, but I'm like, turn it around and then like work your arm. Don't let the arm work you, or don't let the food work you. You work your arm around. And this is just her adding more butter to the pan or to the pot. We did add pepper, and we added chicken bouillon. And y'all, that is like the best combination to me. Look at that chicken. The chicken looks good. That chicken looks so good. I feel like that's the best combination, just to kind of elevate canned string beans. Because, and fun fact, I never used to eat canned string beans. My mom used to always make them from scratch, so that's how I knew. And then my grandma, she always used to make the canned ones, and I used to be like, why does your canned string beans taste different? Like everybody's I've had, like when I've had somebody else's canned string beans, it just tastes like canned string beans. I don't know how to explain that, if that even makes sense. But the canned string beans just always tasted like, you just knew that they were canned string beans. But my grandma always made them like they weren't. And I'm like, well, what do you be doing that's different? And I'll never forget, she had made she made it was fried chicken. She always fried a piece of chicken. It was fried chicken, the canned string beans, and probably like some rice or something, or mashed potatoes. I can't really remember, but I remember she had that, and I was like, well, what do you do that's different? She was like, all I do is put some butter in the pot, I drained the water, and that's probably what it was. Now that I'm thinking about it, it probably was the water that I was tasting when I would taste other people's canned string beans that did not have me liking it at all. And then she was like, I would just add salt and pepper. That's literally it. So I'm like, oh. And then y'all, I made it like that one time. Been hooked ever since, cause it's easy. Like me trying to snap the peas and all that. I mean, yeah, me trying to snap the string beans and all that, wash them and stuff. I do it sometimes, but it's more of a treat, like Thanksgiving or like a cookout or something like that, or a party. But if it's gonna be on a regular day, if I'm pressed for time, no, we're gonna go ahead and get these canned ones, and they gonna taste like they've been seasoned. I don't know what it used to be, but now I'm thinking about it, probably was the water. So yeah, it was a little intermission, a little fun fact about how I started eating string beans. Not that y'all asked, but still. Or how I started eating canned string beans. Anyway, this is us trying to make that gravy. Now y'all see how that chicken looks? That's how like it goes in, and then just let the oven finish it off. And I would have put it in the air fryer, but I didn't have enough room for all of them, so I just popped it in the oven 350 until we got done making the gravy, and I put it back in here. Y'all, perfect. Now I had my girl do. So as I was doing this, y'all, I was explaining to her, like, you know, the steps and how you make this stuff. You see me put the garlic in there and the butter, and I was like, well, that's gonna scrape off all the bottom, give it that flavor. I could have put some onions in here, but they really don't care for onions, so I just left it as is. And then I had her put some flour in here, and then I was telling her, like, you know, if you want a darker color, you gotta brown the flour a little bit more. Vice versa. If you want it lighter, then you don't brown as long. So on and so forth. Y'all, when she was adding the flour, she added too much. If you've seen it that either second or third time. So she added too much. I'm like, oh Lord, this is gonna be thick. So I wanted to add heavy cream, because again, y'all, this was supposed to be like a creamy ranch. I was gonna use the ranch, but when I seen that this came out more of like a gravy, I'm like, nah, this ain't gonna work. And as you see how thick it is, it needs more liquid to loosen it up. So the heavy cream is gonna keep it thick, but also the flour is going to keep it thick. So I'm like, no, we don't use no more heavy cream. Let's get some chicken broth. Y'all, I gotta get the chicken broth. It's not even a half a cup. It's probably a quarter a cup. And I knew I had too much flour, so I'm like, Lord, I don't want to start over. So y'all gonna see me fix it, because I'm like, oh, she put a lot. But again, y'all, you gotta improvise. When stuff go wrong in the kitchen, you gotta improvise and figure it out. But you can see, like, if you can see the consistency, if you know what I'm talking about. One, I had too much oil. I thought I got all the oil out, but I didn't, because you can see around the perimeter that it was a lot of oil left, and it really became oily. Like once I put the chicken back in there, oh my gosh, when I put the chicken back in, I had added the oil, the juice from the chicken, and that really kind of made it crazy looking. But anyway, either way, y'all, it came out good, and I wanted to fix it. So you see how it was more of like a clumpy? Then I told her, I said, go get some cold water and let's use that. And then now you see how it looks like it's a little bit more loose, but it's thick enough. So I had her add that water, and now it's looking more of like a gravy than not. I probably could have had her add a little bit more water to loosen it up. Like, you know how you get that, y'all, side intermission. I used to, you know how they had the commercials like for Thanksgiving, and they'll have the gravy in the gravy, like not the gravy bowl, but you know, like the gravy dish. I used to always want to do that. I used to always want to have the gravy dish just for the turkey on Thanksgiving. Whole time, y'all, I wasn't even eating turkey on Thanksgiving because I did not like it. I don't know. I did not like turkey on Thanksgiving. I think the ones that I had just was like dry. And obviously the turkey is supposed to the gravy is supposed to give it that, some more flavor. But just, I don't know what was going on. But the turkey that I was having, I never used to eat. I always just ate ham. My very first time making turkey, y'all, it was nasty. I had followed instructions from somewhere and it was nasty. I think it was the taste. It was like the rosemary taste. It was something, but I had followed the instructions to the T. I did not like that turkey and it came out dry, so I just knew I did something wrong. Anyway, I go to make turkey. So for I want to say 1 or 2 Thanksgivings after that, I did not make turkey. I did not make it. I was like, I think one of them years I made like a, what was it called? Like turkey tenderloins or something. Y'all, I was trying to improvise. I was trying to improvise for the people who wanted turkey, but I did not make a whole turkey. Anyway, a couple of years back, I wound up making this turkey, y'all, and oh my gosh. I have a video. Matter of fact, if I can find that video, I'm gonna insert that video here because my sister does not eat turkey. She does not eat turkey at all. And on this Thanksgiving, I got her on video. I got her on video tearing that turkey leg up. She was like, I don't know what you did to this turkey, but this is good. She was like, I don't even eat turkey. I know you take it. And I was like, yeah. But y'all, I seasoned that turkey like it was some chicken. When I tell you, boy, ain't I spatchcocked it. So it was my first time spatchcocking. Y'all, I spatchcocked that turkey, laid that joint out flat. Obviously for me spatchcocking, I didn't stuff it, but the carrots and all that I did put at the bottom still. But I seasoned that turkey. When I say I just was throwing seasonings in there, I was just putting anything on that turkey. I'm like, I'm determined for this to come out good. Y'all, that turkey was so good. My sister did not want to eat. She did not want, because I was trying to give out leftovers, because that year I had cooked at my house and it wasn't a lot of people. It was only me. My sister was the only one that had came over, and then my family who was already there, which was at the time it was 2. I think it was 2. Just my 2 kids and my husband at the time. So I think that was it. But anyway, so I'm like, yeah, I didn't make this big behind turkey because I think I had got it for free. And I'm like, I need to get this turkey out of here. She's like, you ain't giving this away. I'm taking this. When I tell you she took this, I was so shocked. This girl does not eat turkey ever. She was not eating it at the Thanksgiving, so that's what made it funny. Anyway, I'm gonna if I can find that video, I'm gonna insert it somewhere so I can show you. So I can show you how she was eating this turkey. It was ridiculous. And ever since then, y'all, I have been making a turkey like that because I really didn't even know what I did. I was just throwing seasonings. I was like, I'm just determined for this to taste different than turkey, because the turkey taste to me, from what I've always experienced, was just dry and rosemary. And rosemary can be strong, so it was just not something that was sitting well when it came down to it. And that's why I really didn't like it like that. But after this, I started making like this. Oh, you can't tell me nothing. I'm gonna get me a piece of turkey now. Now I'm getting a piece of turkey. Now anyway, sorry y'all, that was just a little rant, a little memory that just had been unlocked. But yeah, so y'all see me fix this gravy. I had to fix it. It had to be loosened up a little bit, so I added some water. Then we just added our seasonings, and here she go, a little gremlin hand in here. She was like, "Oh, this smells so good. This smells so good." So she wanted to try it. Y'all see me add the juice in. That just made it kind of separate a little bit. And then, like I said, I had too much oil around the perimeter, but y'all, overall it was good. Once I put the chicken in there, let it simmer for a little bit while we mash up these potatoes. And when I tell you, she had to get she had one piece of chicken. She had to get another chicken breast. Like, well, she had half of one because I was like, girl, it's late. But when I said we tore this food down, tore it down. So yeah, that's on simmer. And I was like, okay, well, let's mash the potatoes up. Y'all, look at her struggling. She's struggling something serious. She's like, if y'all can hear, she's like, my arm hurt. I'm like, girl, you better get in that kitchen and get the using that arm. I'm like, it's all in the forearm. She just started doing stuff. I said, girl, give me that. Let me show you how it's done. She's like, Mommy, your arm don't hurt? I'm like, yeah, girl, just push through. Like, I'm used to this. This ain't nothing, I cook all the time. I gotta match stuff. Because I have all my stuff again, y'all. I know I keep saying it, but I'm gonna keep reiterating. My stuff is in storage, a lot of it, and I have to go get it out, but it's in a whole other state, so that's neither here nor there. But anyway, so now, we gotta really work. I'm like, girl, this is what I used to do back in the day. You gotta really mash it up. Really use that arm. Then you see me add some salt, heavy whipping cream, garlic, and pepper. That's it. Sometimes I don't really use the garlic. Salt and pepper for real is enough. But then sometimes I do like the taste with the garlic. So I did all that, mashed it all up. I had her pouring some of the heavy cream just so that I can mix it. And isn't her pajamas the cutest of hers? We got those at I'm gonna say Target or something. I can't really remember. It was either Target or Old Navy. It might have been Old Navy. Children's Place, one of them darn kid places. I did add a little bit of regular milk because I didn't want to add thick, but I wound up just using more of that heavy whipping cream because I just like the taste of it. It's more of like a fluffy consistency, or I like the consistency. It's more of a fluffy consistency than not. So I try to tell her, I'm like, look, now that the milk is in there, you should be able to do it a little better. And you see her working it, but she wasn't really getting that bottom like that. And I'm like, girl, you gotta cuff and get the bottom. Make sure you mix it all up. So she did a little bit. Either way, like I said, she did her thing. I'm trying to not stop her from wanting to learn how to cook. Just because in the moment I'm tired or, just want to get done dinner so fast. Obviously if you're really pressed for time and it's too late, then no. But when she asks, I'm trying to be more mindful to tell her yes, because at the end of the day, one, she does have to learn anyway. But two, use these moments, as special moments, because I have to teach her at some point. But just use them as, ways to kind of make more memories. And then that way she get older. Mom, remember we used to cook and this and that. So the experience to me is more important than the quote unquote time that it would take having her in the kitchen. And it ain't like she know worrying because she's older, so she know what to do and can listen very well. But in my head, I just be always thinking ahead all the time. And like I said, I'll be living in a moment. So I need to stop doing that because the kids have to experience things as they are. And then me living in that moment helps me to kind of calm down too and not always go like I'm a darn robot. Because I am not AI. Anyway, y'all see we had to do the taste test. And that's really why she be trying to cook it. She be trying to get her little taste thing. Y'all see, she tasted the chicken first, and now she's tasting the mashed potatoes. She ain't want to taste some string beans, because how kids get. Now, one thing they do eat. We don't eat a lot of variety of vegetables, but the vegetables I do make, they do eat. For the most part, we always gonna have a starch. We always gonna have a vegetable, and we gonna always have a protein. Point blank, period. That's just how I was taught to cook. So that's what's gonna happen. Do they try to give me a hard time sometimes with the vegetables? Yeah, but it's rare. They still eat it. It is what it is. So me and her both was plating the plates. As you can see, made a little mess. Getting that up. Just for the pictures and the antics of the video. But y'all, don't they look good? And then add some of that gravy there. Oh my gosh. And by this time it had thickened up, which kind of just annoyed me. But anyway, y'all, this was so good. Me and my girl, we did our thing. I enjoyed cooking with her, and she tore it up. When I say plate was like, dang man, she licked it. Plate was top tier. This is 1 chicken breast, 1.5 chicken breasts, garlic mash. We added some chives on the top and then string beans. If y'all like this video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see y'all in my next cooking one. Thank you for watching.